Well, hello, and welcome to Broken World Entertainment. And out of nowhere, some crazy news dropped the other day. Denzel Washington, who recently did an interview where he said, "These are the next movies I'm doing, and then I'm retiring," all of a sudden has added not one but two more movies to that list, and they're both Equalizer. Yet, he has confirmed that we are getting Equalizer 4 and 5. Which is very interesting, especially seeing as how the last one ended. Now, it's not, I suppose, spoiler if you haven't seen the third one, but it didn't end with him dying or anything. It just ended with him settling down, basically, that he was quite content in that little village and decided, I can live here. And to figure out how exactly he's going to come back and what they're going to do to bring him back, don't know. The other part that's a bit weird is that it's 4 and 5, because that says to me, oh, you're going to film it back to back, and is it going to be basically a part 1 and part 2? And if that's the case, that mightn't work, because we've seen quite lately now that people are tending not to want part 1s and 2s, because it's basically we don't want to watch half a story. We'd rather watch a full finished story. If it's open for sequels, fine, but not here's half your story, wait 2 years or 3 years to get your next half of the story. Just look at what happened with Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. But let's have a look at this anyway, because it's interesting. So it says Denzel Washington is making action lovers very happy, as he confirmed that he will return for 2 more movies in the Equalizer franchise. The Oscar winner is currently starring in Ridley Scott's epic sequel, Gladiator 2, and has seemingly been cast in the yet-to-be-announced Black Panther 3. But that apparently doesn't mean he will be too busy to bring Robert McCall back to cinemas. In the latest edition of Esquire, Washington said, I told them I would do another Equalizer, and we're doing 4 and 5. More people are happy about that. People love those doggone Equalizers, but I've come to realise that the Equalizer films are for me too. Not hashtag me too, him too. That's what he reads there. Because they're for the people. They want me to go get the bad guy. We can't get them, so you go get them. And I say, okay, I'll get them. Just wait right here. I'll be right back. So that's his whole statement there, and where he's talking about why he's coming back and stuff, and clearly he's having fun with them. It's amazing to think that this guy is, as he said, hitting his 70s, and he's still able to do movies like this. There's still those actors who have that look and the fitness and the intimidation stuff that can still pull these type of roles off. You know, obviously the likes of Stallone or Schwarzenegger, they still got the build, the look to be the badass. Jason Statham, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, you know, all these guys. And, you know, we don't blink our twice at the idea of Eddie Murphy or Sam Jackson or Denzel Washington being put in these type of movies, or even Liam Neeson, because they can still pull it off. They still have, you know, the physicality there. They still have the look, the mobility, all that type of stuff. Which is funny, because we tend to be given now actors in their 30s and maybe younger, maybe a little older, who, like, yeah, you're looking going, you really cast him to be an action hero? Are you kidding me? Like, there's nothing about intimidating about him at all. He's about as intimidating as a fart in a spacesuit. But the idea that he could still play these characters is great. And the difference with the Equalizer compared to the likes of, I don't know, another Rambo or something for Denzel Washington, is the fact that these movies are a bit more of a slow burn. They're not just balls to the wall action. They are more of a kind of more of a drama with a bunch of action thrown in there. You know, there is that slow burn to them, but not a slow burn that makes you bored and just start going, oh come on, just shoot something already. No, it's one where the story and characters are engaging and draw you in, and then you get the payoffs with big action pieces and stuff. So it's easier, obviously be easier for him to do it. But again, it's interesting, the idea that it's going to be Equalizer 4 and 5. And again, with how the last one ended, which pretty much ended perfectly for that character and stuff, you know, what are they going to do to bring him back out? You know, he stayed in that little village. How are you going to get him out of there, and where are you going to take him this time? It's going to be interesting to see where they go with this. I, for one, I'm looking forward to it, you know, depending on what they do with it and stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if the fifth one ends or is more of a passing of the torch. You know, maybe there's a new recruit that he's bringing up or something, and we don't know. You know, it's very early. Let's be honest, this could all end up getting dumped. You know, they could end up going, we tried to work it out and it's just not working for us. Don't know, because again, he's saying it, not a studio or anything. Same way he said he's been has a role in a movie that seemingly doesn't exist, which is Black Panther 3. You know, Marvel announced nothing about a Black Panther 3. Disney haven't mentioned anything about Black Panther 3, even in their earning call there last week or the week before. Nothing about a Black Panther 3. There was no conversation that Ryan Coogler was coming back to do a third Black Panther 3. So at the moment, I think maybe we should take this with a bit of a grain of salt, but it's something to look forward to and be interesting to see if they do it. Again, I do like the 3 movies that are already there, so I would be interested in seeing more. I also just hope that it sticks the landing and doesn't go in some disastrous direction. We'll find out. We'll have to wait and see if this thing's even actually officially confirmed by, you know, a studio. That would help. So until then, I will leave it there for this one. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.